Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube page. Today I want to spend some time showing you guys how I put together a payment plan. So this video is going to be kind of like a dual video. It's going to be for travel agents on my team, but it's also going to be for new clients who want to see the payment plan process and how that would work and how it would look from your end as well as mine. Just to backtrack a little bit for anyone who is watching this video who doesn't know me, my name is Ariel and I'm a travel business owner, and I'm also a travel business coach where I teach people how to make money booking travel. So I'm gonna pull up a little test trip. I already created that right here. It's gonna be a test trip so I can show you guys how to put that payment plan together. We're gonna go right here to a supplier. So let's say your client wants, and if you're a travel agent looking at this, your client wants to go to Mexico for 6 nights. They want to stay at the Royalton. And the same thing, if you're my client and you have went through the process of paying your referral fee, and if you're watching this video, you probably found this link on the page where you submit an inquiry. So if you've submitted your inquiry, you have received some options, and then you decided to go with Royalton Hideaway in Rivera Cancun, right? So you're having received the proposal, you would have already seen this. You've already seen the total package price. Depending on what you want, the deposits start at $50. You can see it right here. Now, I want to spend a little time and jump into what deposits generally are, depending on the type of package that you have. Now, if you're doing a hotel only booking, meaning you already have your flights, and you just need the hotel and maybe transportation, and you're able to secure a room for $50 per person. Now, if you want to add insurance, the cost of insurance is due up front. So I'm going to scroll down here really quick. So let's say you wanted to do the vacation protection plan. This one right here is for travel credit, and you see here it's $69 per person. That would mean that your deposit would now be $109 with that $50 and the full cost of insurance per person. So it'd be $109 per person. And the same goes to any insurance plan that you choose. Now, let's say you wanted to book with your flight added. Now, airlines don't really offer a $50 deposit. They usually want their money up front. However, with this specific supplier, sometimes I'm able to offer reduced flight deposits, and it could go down to anything from $225 for like budget airlines, but $379 is really standard at where that deposit sits. So it really just depends on the type of package that you put together. If you're a client of mine, I'll be able to break this down for you depending on your specific situation and what you're looking for. But let's say you decided that you wanted to go with Royalton Hideaway. I would go ahead and copy and paste this because you would have already seen this, right? And this is what you decided that you wanted. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go to my CRM, which is TravelJoy that I use, and I'm going to go ahead and send you an invoice. Now, there are 2 types of invoice that I could send to you as a travel business owner. I could do a direct invoice, or I could do a supplier invoice. The difference would be with a direct invoice, one of the benefits is your card is charged automatically, right? Your card is charged automatically. So let's say you wanted to make your $50 deposit and I sent you a direct invoice. That $50 coming straight from your card as soon as you process that payment, and that payment sits in TravelJoy. TravelJoy is going to give me a temporary card to go ahead and make the payment on your behalf. Now, one of the benefits of the direct invoice is for my clients who want to be a little bit more, let's say they're new and they don't really know me. Because I book a lot of strangers from social media, and you don't want anyone seeing anyone meaning me, seeing your card information. A direct is a great way because it doesn't show me any of your card information, and then TravelJoy just gives me a temporary card to make that payment. However, the direct invoice does have a processing fee that goes directly to TravelJoy, right? Now, the other option would be a supplier invoice. With a supplier invoice, you're gonna authorize the payment for me to be able to go ahead and make that payment on your behalf. And with the supplier invoice, it does show me your card information. One thing I love about this system is it's encrypted, so all of your information is secure, and the system automatically deletes your CVV authorization code after a while, so I won't have access to do anything else. And that's something that's really important to me when it comes to people and their funds. So just for this purpose, I'm going to show you guys the one I use the most, which is the supplier invoice. Oh wow, it already kicked me out already. Let me log back in. Now, if you're watching this video and you're just a client and you don't want to see the process of actually putting the payment plan together, just scroll to the end where you actually see how the payment plan is broken down. I'm going to email it to myself so you'd actually get to see how it looks when it comes to you as well. And I'm going to explain some things there. So remember, I already copied the quote. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it right here. So now we know that the total package price is $18.36. So we have 2 on the reservation. I'm going to do a little math right here on my phone. So $18.36 divided by 2 is $9.18. So I'm going to go ahead and change the quantity to 2 people here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in that $9.18. And that should equal the $18.36. And everything from the package summary that I copied directly from the supplier is going to be right here, detailing what's included in your package. Now I'm going to go down here. I have a few options. I do have some clients who are able to pay in full, so this would be the option right here. I'll just set the due date and they'll be able to do that. But then I do have some who want to take advantage of the deposit, right? So remember, we said a deposit is $50 per person, so that's going to be $100, and I'll just set that to be due today. Now let's go ahead up here and look at the final payment date. So the final payment date would be September 10th of 2024. Now this trip is for I think it's for what is the date? It is for the 10th of October 2024 for 6 nights, and they leave on the 16th, right? So generally I'm able to offer payment plans up to 30 days before the departure date. So since the departure date is the 10th of October 2024, the due date would be the 10th of September 2024, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and edit this, and this is where the payment plan comes in. So this is going to be the deposit. I don't need to change that. It's $50 per person. Now I don't want to do one final payment. I want to break this up. So I'm going to delete this really quick and break this up into payments so that my client is able to have a low payment plan. So I'm going to do a monthly payment plan. Let's say the deposit is due on the 10th. But let's put it on the 5th. I like doing this to give my clients a little leeway, so that they're able to pay it off sooner. And that, just give yourself a little bit more time so we're not forgetting about due dates, although TravelJoy does send automatic updates. So now we're going to go to 2024. And then we need September. I'm trying to scroll down with without my mouse. So let me just edit it up here. So we're gonna do 09 for September. We're gonna do 05, and then we're gonna do 2024. And then I just want to split the payments up into equal amounts. Or let's say my client wanted, they're like, okay, well, I want to do $100 payment per month. I could go ahead and set a custom payment as well. So it's just based on what my client wants and what we've discussed before. So we're just going to do equal payments, and then that's going to go ahead and create that automatic schedule based on the dates that I put in, right? So now it breaks it up literally every month until September of next year, and this is the total payment per month, $173.60 per month for 2 people. So that doesn't mean that each person pays $173. It means that that's the total cost for both for a month, right? Hope you guys are all following me. Now, once I've confirmed that all of the payments add up to what the total package is, I'm gonna go ahead and I could preview it, or I could just send it to my client. I just love how everything here is so automated. So we're gonna save and review. And then I'm gonna send the invoice. Okay, invoice sent on my end. Another awesome feature that I love about this, for travel agents and clients alike, I am able to actually see right here once someone opens my invoice to make sure that they received it. So now I'm going to open this email right here and see if I received the invoice. Now we're looking from a client's perspective, how it would look to you receiving this as one of my clients. So now you get the email. It's saved from Ariel C. Travel Specialist. And then I put Test as a name, but let's say your name was Cindy. You'll say, hi, Cindy. I put together your invoice. Once you click below, you can review it, ask a question, or authorize payment. So I'm going to open invoice right here. Now, this is what you're going to see as the client. So just as mentioned in the email, you could ask a question if you're not sure about something right here, or you could just go ahead and authorize your payment. But here's where you're going to be able to look through the package again and make sure that everything that you requested was added. It shows you the dates, how many nights, the room category, any kind of resort credits or anything that you need to know. It'll be all here directly from the supplier, and it shows you the deposit date and even the final payment due, right? And it's showing you now that only $100 is due, and that's the $50 per person. Now, what a lot of people, get confused about is, they'll see $100, or let's say they paid the $100 this month, right? Next month $173 is due. They see $173. Now you're able to authorize any amount that you'd like. So let's say next month, we're in November now, let's say in December the payment is $173, and you're not able to make that $173. You only are able to make $90, right? You could select other amount and make $90. Let's say you're able to make $100 extra, you want to pay $273, you're able to do that as well. Now let's say it's December, I want to shop for the kids, it's the holidays, I want to wait until January, February, or even March to make a payment. You could do so. There's no issue. You do not have to follow this timeline that was created. This is just a guideline. The only thing that matters is the final payment being made by the final payment date. That's it. So if you decide, okay, you know, I've broken down the payment plan into sections, and it's $173 per month, and you know, the balance is going to be $1736 after the deposit is paid. If you decide that in September of 2024, when it's due, you just want to go ahead and pay the balance, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to do that next month, you could do it as well. As long as it is satisfied before the final payment date, you are all clear, right? And if anything, for any reason you're watching this video and you still have any questions, you're always welcome to email me. And then you could scroll down here and see the payment plan. You know, a lot of people get a little flustered. They think, okay, you know, what if I don't make it this month? You could skip a few months and pay up. You could pay less, whatever works for you, as long as it's paid by September 10th, right? And I only did September 5th because I just want to have those extra couple days just to make sure that we're on point with the supplier, because some suppliers they don't offer extensions, so I want to always make sure that we're on point and on time with our payments, so it gives you those extra 5 days just in case anything happens, right? So let's say you're ready to pay. We're going to go ahead and authorize the payment. Obviously, this is just a test, so I can't really authorize the payment and show you that, but it's pretty standard with making a payment online, where you enter your card information and all of that good stuff. And that's moving a little slow. Let me try and be patient. But as per usual, if you're an agent on my team or if you're a client watching this, you could post your questions in the comment section. I'll respond to you. My YouTube links to my Facebook. You can send me an email. All my contacts would be in the description of this video. So feel free to reach out and ask me any questions that you may have. And I hope that this loads at some point today. Just want to show you guys what the next screen would look like. And this looks the same whether you're using a desktop or if you're using your cell phone. Trying to see what's going on with my internet. Oh, it's up here. Okay, so you have to select what payments you want to do, and let's say you wanted to do 200 total as a deposit amount, right? And then it's gonna prompt you to add your credit card information here. And as mentioned, it is a secure connection. Once a payment is made, TravelJoy deletes your CVV, so you know I don't have access to your card information anymore. I'm able to see the card number, but I can't see like any of the other information. And after 6 months, it deletes it altogether. You don't have to use the same card. So let's say you made a payment on one card this week and you want to make it on another. You could add a new credit card at any time, and then your signature is required. Without this signature, you can't go forward, and I will not be, you know, authorizing any payments on your behalf because you did not authorize it, right? Once you fill out all of the necessary information here, you could authorize the payment. Then I will receive an email that you're ready to pay your deposit or make a payment. Then I'll go back to the supplier where the trip and go ahead and put all of your information in, make the payment on your behalf, and then it will show up as active. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and send you an invoice directly from the supplier, stating your name and everything as proof that, you know, your trip was booked. And I'm also going to update your invoice to show that the payment was made. So you kind of have like a two-step type verification thing to show, you know, that the payment was made. That's all I have for putting payment plans together and what it would look for you as the client. And please, 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 if you have any questions, you could comment down below. This will be posted on my YouTube page, or you could send me an email or even reach out to me on Facebook. You guys have a great evening.